Happy Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Hunter Forst here. We are under a weather impact alert for the Hampton Roads area. We do have the chance to see some strong to severe storms later this afternoon. But beyond that, things are looking much better for our Mother's Day weekend forecast. It'll be a great couple of days to spend with Mom. We'll see plenty of sunshine on Saturday and even on Sunday as well. Cooler temperatures for Saturday, but warmer on Sunday. But as we take a look at the weather for next week, unfortunately, those rain chances come back on Monday and especially on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Rain chances really going up, but also so are our temperatures. Could see temperatures back into the mid to upper 80s, pushing 90 degrees as well. But let's take a look at our first topic. The elephant in the room, the severe weather threat for Hampton Roads as we head throughout the afternoon and into the evening as well. This also includes portions of eastern North Carolina. We do have the weather impact alert between 1 and 7 o'clock this evening for the chance to see some gusty to even damaging winds, 50, 60 miles per hour, and even some large hail as well, up to about an inch in diameter, which is about the size of a quarter. So if you can't really picture that, head to your wallet, take out a quarter, and you could see that falling from the sky. If you are under a severe thunderstorm warning, that is really, really strong. So you do want to stay weather aware throughout the day. Today, make sure you have a way to get alerts to your phone just in case a severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area. So again, the severe threats for today: damaging winds, a low to medium threat, a higher threat for that hail, about a medium threat. The good news is for today, the tornado threat is low, street flooding threat pretty low as well. But if you get under one of those heavier downpours for a longer period of time and you're on a street where it's prone to street flooding from not much rain, then that could be an instance where you see a little bit of street flooding. But not expecting it to be anything widespread. As we take a look at our satellite and radar right now throughout the country, a lot of people across the U.S. are looking pretty good this morning, except for all of us here on the East Coast. We saw a lot of rain this morning here in Norfolk. Coming into work this morning, all of us pretty much had to run into the studio because it was pouring, it was lightning out, there was some really, really loud thunder as well. The good news is right now we are looking pretty good, but off towards New England, a lot of rain heading into New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Some rain down here around Louisiana, heading into Mississippi as well, and maybe a few isolated showers in North Dakota. But a lot of people in the U.S. having a pretty good Friday. It's all because of this system here. Just off towards our north, we have a low pressure system, warm front as well. That's helping to bring up some warmer, moist air. Then we have this cold front that's going to continue to push down into our direction as we head later into the afternoon and evening, and that's going to help ignite some of these showers and storms and even some severe storms as well. So as we zoom in right now, we are looking fine on our satellite and radar, maybe a few isolated sprinkles around eastern North Carolina, but that heaviest of rain has pushed out with all of that lightning. Not seeing any thunderstorms out there right now, but here's a look at our severe threat for later into the day. Now, this is the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center, and they actually expanded the level 2 threat for a lot of us here in the Hampton Roads area. The last update they had, it was only for areas right around the Albemarle Sound in Dare County down into the Outer Banks. But with their latest update, they actually expanded it north and out towards the west as well. So this includes much of the south side. It includes Hampton, Newport News, out into Franklin, Ahoskie, Eatonton, and Elizabeth City as well. So all of us really under now a level 2 out of a level 5 threat for some strong to severe storms, gusty winds, hail as well. But as we take a look at areas further up towards the north and further out towards the west along 95, a little bit less of a chance. Williamsburg, Melfa, so the eastern shore, Roanoke Rapids, Rocky Mount, a level 1 out of a level 5 threat for that severe weather. Good news is for us here, there really isn't a tornado threat. If you are heading to, the Panhandle today or areas around Jacksonville, Florida, around Louisiana, a slight chance for tornadoes down there. Not a huge threat, but that risk is there. But for here, The only issue we're kind of expecting is some hail with these storms and some strong hail as well. You know, we have this risk from Norfolk down into Elizabeth City, Nags Head included, Ahoskie, a little bit lesser of a risk as you head further towards the north and out towards the west as well. But if you are, heading out this afternoon or heading out this evening, make sure you're able to maybe park in a parking garage. If you're heading downtown, you're heading anywhere, just in case you get caught under one of those storms that does have hail that could basically damage your car. Let's time this out here. Heading into the afternoon, we see some showers and storms finally entering the area, really starting to get going 5, 6, 7 o'clock this evening, lingering until about 7, 8 o'clock, and then they start to push out. Things start to look pretty good here heading into the day on Saturday, but you'll notice the winds are now coming out of the north and west, so that's going to help bring in some much cooler air for us for the day on Saturday. We'll be in the mid to lower 50s in a few areas, even some mid to upper 40s starting off Saturday morning, but we will rise up into the upper 60s to lower 70s throughout the day on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. Here's a look at here's a closer look throughout the day today. A few isolated showers, early this afternoon, noon, 1 o'clock, but by the time we get to about 3, 4 o'clock, some more showers and a few storms starting to light up here. And then we see those lingering until about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Most of that starts to push out and the winds shift out of the north and west. And again, that's why we're going to see cooler temperatures heading into the day on Saturday. It's 49 in Richmond at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, 50 in Ivor, 55 degrees in Norfolk, and they continue to go down. Williamsburg, 48 degrees, 46 for a lot of you guys waking up in Williamsburg in the morning. But by the time we get to about 9 o'clock, we finally see those temperatures rising into the upper 50s to lower 60s. And throughout the day on Saturday, maybe a few high clouds, but we'll see temperatures into the lower 70s. And as we get into the day on Sunday, Mother's Day, not looking bad either. Severe risk for Saturday, nothing. There's nothing to worry about. That's the good news there, but it is going to be rather windy as we head into the day tomorrow. It's going to be behind that cold front that pushes through, so that's going to help increase our wind gusts heading into tomorrow morning especially. We'll see gusts up to about 20 miles per hour, but it is looking like we will see those gusts coming down as we head later into the day on Saturday. Now, taking a live look over Virginia Beach oceanfront, you can see the wind blowing in the flags slightly out there right now. This is what it could kind of look like tomorrow. Probably going to see a little bit more sunshine, but we're expecting some gusty winds this afternoon as well with some of those thunderstorms. Let's break down wind formation and why spring is the windiest season. And just a disclaimer, I recorded this video on a different day, and that's why you may notice an outfit change. Over the last couple of weeks, you may have noticed the wind blowing more often as we transitioned from winter into spring. And as a rule, spring is the windiest season for a lot of the United States. Wind is formed in an attempt to restore balance from the differences in air pressure and, in this case, the difference between the inside and outside of the can. Once that pressure is equalized, the wind will stop. But the greater the difference in pressure, the stronger the wind. The same is true within the atmosphere, and as we transition further into the warmer months, the jet stream starts to shift a little bit further towards the north, creating a larger temperature difference between the north and the south, which in turn can support stronger pressure systems and stronger winds. So when a strong high and low pressure system are close together, a stronger pressure gradient is created, and that large change in pressure causes wind speeds to increase. Yep, so that's why it is pretty windy during the spring. Now we're going to switch things on over to Mother's Day forecast. I think my parents are watching right now. My mom might be too. My dad just sent me a photo of me doing the weather desk. So if you guys are watching, hey guys, hey mom, happy Mother's Day. Coming up soon. Let's take a look at the forecast for this upcoming weekend throughout the country. It's going to be really, really warm in areas further off towards the north, especially in the Dakotas. It's going to be warmer in the Dakotas than it is in Florida. in a few areas. So they're going to be well above average, 20 to 30 degrees above average in a few areas. And it's going to stay like that through the weekend and below average temperatures in the southeast through the weekend as well, including into Mother's Day. Really, really warm in the Dakotas, Minnesota, Nebraska heading into Mother's Day, 20, 30 degrees above average. Well below average out towards the west heading into the weekend and into next week as well. 15 to 20, even 25 degrees below average. Us here on the East Coast staying pretty normal, pretty average as we head into Monday and Tuesday of next week as well. But then we'll finally start to see those those warmer temperatures scooting down into our area heading into next week. But this weekend, all of the hot air is up there. Bismarck, North Dakota, Saturday afternoon, 86. Atlanta, 56. Jackson, Mississippi, 54. It's 86 in Bismarck. It's 83 in Miami. That doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, it is just wild sometimes with what the jet stream can do. It's bringing down much cooler air on the eastern half of the United States, much warmer air up towards the Dakotas, Wyoming, Boise, Idaho, 81 degrees, and it's going to stay warm heading into Sunday as well. We'll see temperatures in the 80s and 90s in a few areas, 91 on Sunday afternoon in Bismarck, 82 in Miami, 62 in Atlanta. It'll be 69 here in Norfolk heading into Sunday afternoon, 71 in Nashville, 63 in Chicago, but still hard to believe that in the dead of winter, the North Dakota could be, negative 30 degrees, while in Miami, it could be, 80. But it's just crazy how now when you get closer and closer to summer, these temperature swings, especially for areas further up towards the north, could be insane. And that's exactly what we're seeing and why it is almost 10 degrees warmer in North Dakota than it is in Miami, Florida. Just wild. Heading into Monday, finally starting to see a little bit of cool down for the West Coast, and we'll see warmer air trying to seep its way into the eastern half of the United States. So let's take a look at today's weather across the country. If you're doing a little bit of traveling, not great for the Northeast, mid to upper 50s, cool in Boston and rainy, 53 degrees, 59 in New York. 75 in showers and storms here in Virginia Beach, isolated severe storms as well. 62 in D.C., 58 in Cleveland, and 82 in Atlanta for the day today. Showers and storms again for the southeast today, including Florida, the Panhandle, but really comfortable temperatures. Chicago 64, but 87 today in Minneapolis, 85 in Omaha, 78 degrees. In Dallas, 79 in Billings today. The West Coast is going to be having fantastic weather through the day today. 70 in Seattle and sunny, 73 in Los Angeles, hot in Phoenix, 103 degrees. For tomorrow, if you're celebrating Mother's Day early, really nice for areas closer to Virginia Beach, New York City. Look at New York City tomorrow. 72 degrees and mostly sunny on a Saturday. It's going to be popping there tomorrow. 61 and rainy in Boston tomorrow, 73 in Cleveland, 74 in Raleigh, 89 and stormy for areas around Orlando, 64 in Atlanta, and 77 in New Orleans, 90 in Omaha tomorrow, 78 in Minneapolis, 78 in Oklahoma City, 73 in Little Rock for your Saturday, and 79 in Houston. West Coast still not looking bad. Still warm in Phoenix, 104 degrees for tomorrow, 79 and sunny in Denver, 89 and sunny in Salt Lake City, 88 and sunny in Billings, 62 in Seattle, 77 degrees in Los Angeles. And for Mother's Day, not looking bad here in Virginia Beach. Maybe a bit of cloud cover, 74 degrees. But look at New York City, Boston, New England, going to be having fantastic weather, mid to upper 70s in New York City, upper 60s for Boston, 64 in Cleveland, 86 degrees. In Orlando, could see some showers and storms as well. Showers in Atlanta, 69 degrees, 77 in New Orleans, mid to upper 80s and low 90s for Minneapolis and Omaha on Mother's Day. I would love to see what the record is for Minneapolis. I feel like they don't really get to 90 degrees this early in the season, but maybe they have. 82 degrees in Oklahoma City, 77 in Houston. And for the West Coast, finally starting to see a few more rain showers pushing into the area Around Seattle, temperatures have cooled. They're in the upper 50s. Still nice in Billings, 81 degrees, 85 in Denver, and still heating up in Phoenix. A degree warmer, 105 in Phoenix for Mother's Day, 97 in Las Vegas, and 74 degrees in Los Angeles. If you're going around here for a weekend getaway for Mother's Day, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Charlottesville, the Outer Banks, looking good on Saturday, mid to lower 70s, a little bit cooler in the Outer Banks, upper 60s, but then we're back into the lower 80s for our Sunday. 82 in D.C., 80 in Richmond, 82 degrees in Charlottesville, and 71 for the Outer Banks. Here are any travel delays you could expect as we head throughout the day today. All of them really around New Orleans, portions of Florida, and New England as well. Same deal heading into Saturday and Sunday. A lot of these travel delays in the southeast up towards New England, and then a few out towards the west heading into Sunday, and then much more in southern Georgia, North Florida, heading into the midday on Sunday. But overall, not looking too bad for any car driving as we go throughout the weekend. If you are heading to the airport, you're heading to Norfolk International today. We have those showers and storms possible later on. Not seeing any delays out there right now. It's 67 degrees at the airport. And even throughout the country, things are looking pretty good. Philadelphia, there is a little bit of a delay for you guys. New York City, JFK, seeing some rain. 48 in Chicago. It is a chilly morning there, but looking good with those delays. Not seeing really any delays besides the one in Philadelphia. All right, switching topics now to space. And it's a kind of a void we really don't know much about, especially black holes. However, there is a lot that scientists do to know about black holes. NASA scientist Dr. Alina Kisling explains.
What is a black hole? Well, the name is actually a little misleading because black holes aren't actually holes. They're regions in space that have a gravitational pull that is so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. Scientists know about two different sizes of black holes: stellar mass black holes and supermassive black holes. A stellar mass black hole is born when a massive star dies. That's a star that's larger than our own sun. These stars burn up all the nuclear fuel in their cores, and this causes them to collapse under their own gravity. This collapse causes an explosion that we call a supernova. The entire mass of the star is collapsing down into a tiny point, and the area of the black hole is just a few kilometers across. Supermassive black holes can have a mass of millions to tens of billions of stars. Scientists believe that every galaxy in the universe contains a supermassive black hole. That's up to 1 trillion galaxies in the universe. But we don't know how these supermassive black holes form, and this is an area of active research. What we do know is that supermassive black holes are playing a really important part in the formation and evolution of galaxies and into our understanding of our place in the universe.
And in the next few days, once severe weather clears out, you may want to keep an eye to the sky. Asteroid 9 Metis is expected to be shining at its brightest today. According to Space Reference, it's a large main belt asteroid between Mars and Jupiter. It's not considered a near-Earth object, or NEO, and poses no threat to Earth. Metis orbits the sun every 3.7 years, and NASA has studied its shape, composition, and potential for having moons. And Monday, you can look forward to a full flower moon. Often called the flower moon because many Native American tribes associated it with an abundance of blooming flowers across North America during this time of the year. The radiant flower moon will light up the sky May 12th, bringing a wave of fresh energy while indicating peak spring blooming season. Fun fact, other cultures and tribes have different names for the May full moon, like budding moon, planting moon, or egg-line moon, reflecting regional variations in spring's arrival. Just some really cool stuff there. And luckily, as we go throughout the next couple of days heading into the weekend, we will start to see those skies starting to clear. But as we head into next week, not looking so great, at least for us here in Hampton Roads. We're really going to start to see our rain chances increasing, especially heading into Tuesday and Wednesday of the upcoming work week. Monday, a few isolated showers are possible, but it's going to kind of be looking more cloudy, kind of how it was this morning. But if you are heading out the door right now, things are looking good here on our Thompson Creek Window Company sky view. Temperatures are in the upper 60s. Winds out of the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour, dew point at 65. So it is a little bit muggy heading out the door. And for the allergy report today, trees, grass, medium to low. So that's the good news. That's what happens when it rains. The pollen count goes down dramatically due to the rain. But once we dry out, it starts to go back up again. But again, we do have that severe storm risk for the day today. Just doing a little recap here before we get into what we're going to talk about for next week. Between 1 and 7 o'clock today, gusty winds, large hail possible. This is for the Hampton Roads area. Could see, hail up to about 1 inch in diameter, which is the size of a quarter. So you want to stay weather aware as we head later into the afternoon. Make sure you have a way to get alerts to your phone just in case a severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area. We'll see some showers and storms starting to bubble up heading later into the afternoon and evening hours. And then by the time we get to about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, things start to clear out. We're looking much better and we have much cooler air heading into the day on Saturday. We'll be waking up in a few areas in the mid to upper 40s, mid to low 50s. And then as we head later into the afternoon on Saturday, things will be looking much better. So again, no severe weather threat for the day on Saturday. It will be looking much better. 73 degrees, sunny. It will be a bit breezy as well. Unseasonably cool. Our average high for this time of year is about 76, 77 degrees. So we'll be, a few degrees below that. We'll be right at average basically for Mother's Day. 77 degrees, mostly sunny and seasonable as well. But things change heading into the start of the work week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those rain chances really starting to go up after a beautiful weekend. So I guess we'll take that. We'll take the rain today. We'll take the rain next week as long as the weekend, and especially for Mother's Day weekend, we dry out. So here's a look at what we could see heading into the next couple of days. Starting on Monday, some showers and storms heading into the area, lingering into Tuesday and Wednesday as well, even into Thursday. So really throughout the entire week, a good chance to see some showers and storms. That did kind of go a little bit fast. So let's take a look at Monday. So heading into Monday morning, cloudy start to the day. Some showers and storms looking like it could be further out towards the west around 95. Heading into Elizabeth City, Edenton, Franklin as well. Then that kind of pushes out a little bit into portions of the south side, especially into Tuesday morning. More of a widespread rain, heavy rain heading into Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. That's not looking like a great commute home on Tuesday. May have to give yourself some extra time there. That lingers into Wednesday morning as well. Then we clear out a bit. Could see a few isolated showers on Wednesday, especially heading into Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. And then on Thursday, things finally start to clear out a bit. Could see a few isolated showers. And then on Friday, a little bit cloudy, but not looking like any showers. So that's the good news there. But again, it's going to be a little bit rainy next week, unfortunately. But the temperatures also come up as well. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s for the start of the work week next week. Mid to upper 80s by Friday, 90, possibly by next Saturday, 89. I'm looking forward to it. I love the upper 80s, and I love walking outside in the morning when it's already 70 degrees. And even if it's a little bit muggy, I don't mind. 70 and muggy, it just kind of feels nice stepping out the door compared to the dead of winter when it feels like -10, I'll take, 70 and a little bit muggy heading to the car in the morning. I'm going to leave it here on our 7-day forecast. We do have that weather impact alert for the day today for the chance to see some strong to severe storms, as we go throughout the next couple of hours. This should start, later into the afternoon, lingering into the evening. Not everybody will see a severe storm, but that chance is there. Heading into the weekend, things looking much better for Saturday and Sunday. 73, breezy on Saturday, 77 for Mother's Day. Late high clouds are possible. Monday, isolated showers as well, 77 degrees, but then those rain chances really go up heading into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, coming down a bit for Thursday, but still that chance, and temperatures continuing to climb into the mid 80s by Thursday, and then even maybe into the upper 80s and low 90s by next week. There is that chance. So if you like the cooler temperatures, certainly enjoy this weekend, because as we get deeper and deeper into spring and closer to summer, it's going to be hard to come by low 70s for an afternoon high. So again, enjoy it if you can. Thanks for joining me today. We had a lot of good topics to talk about. You can always find me on social media. Facebook, I'm Meteorologist Hunter Forst. Instagram, you could find me at Hunter Forst, HUNNERFORST. We'll be back here again on Monday. Craig and/or Taylor, I believe, should be here at 9 o'clock on Monday. And I appreciate you joining me today.